time. So they have torrential rainfall. There is more rain forecast as we head through the coming day, not just heavy rain, strong winds as well. We're talking gales or severe gales, so huge waves coming into the coast, more rainfall and snow across the mountains with avalanche risk. So some pretty severe weather there over the next few days. Closer to home, it's also looking wet and windy. Here's the details. For us, it's wet and windy, and there are warnings in force for how heavy the rain's set to be, particularly across northwestern parts of England and across Wales. We could see up to 100, maybe 150 millimetres of rain falling through the day. If it is dry where you are this morning, through eastern areas, it is likely to be chilly thanks to clear skies, but very quickly, this wet and windy weather. Good morning to you. The outlook for the weather is wet and windy. Here's our pressure sequence. It shows a band of rain moving through tomorrow, low pressure close by with showers for tomorrow, and then wet and windy weather continues as we head towards the end of the week and on into the weekend. And rain, a disappointing day ahead. So how do things pan out as we head through the next 7 days? So we'll look at Scotland, Northern Ireland and for northern areas of England, and looking at our average temperature first of all. The trend is for it to be mild, but a big trend through the weekend and into next week of things turning a lot colder. Percentage chance of rainfall, how likely we are to see wet weather? Well, it is fairly high. Weather fronts queuing up across the Atlantic. Heavy rain today, more hit and miss showers tomorrow. Wetter towards the end of the week, but as it turns colder, it also turns dry into next week. Fortunes further south for England and Wales for the next 7 days, where yet again, temperature-wise, it is way above where we should be, but into next week, and into the weekend, into the start of next week, it turns much, much colder, both by day and by night. But you can see from the weather symbols here, percentage chance of rainfall. Yes, it starts off wet as we head through the next few days. The rain will be heavy, heavy showers. But as we head into the end of the weekend and into next week, high pressure builds in. So the outlook is drier, colder and sunnier for the time being. Morning to you. Today's weather is wet and windy. If it's not raining where you are, it shortly will be. Not just wet and windy, also actually turning much milder than compared to where it was yesterday. Rain not quite reaching the far east of England, but it engulfs the rest of Scotland, England, Wales, Northern Ireland. I'm not sure how to follow that, but I love Andy's sailor chic there this morning. Now, weather-wise, we are worlds away from where they are this morning in Egypt, where they have the beautiful sunshine today. It is cloudy, it is wet, and it is windy, but at least it's mild. One saving grace, particularly compared to yesterday. Yes, polar opposites. Andy, I know, is glad to have ditched all of his cold weather gear for the warm weather gear today, but for us today, you will need the wet weather gear. It is cloudy, it is wet, it is windy, but it is much milder than it was yesterday. You can barely make out the UK beneath the band of rain this morning. It is heavy, it is widespread. Warnings for North Wales, western areas of England for up to 100 or 150 millimetres of rain. So a lot of spray on the roads today, and once that rain sets in, it's pretty much there all day. It may ease for a time through central and eastern parts of England, but the overcast skies mean it's damp and drizzly, and then more persistent rain arrives in the southwest later, blustery showers through Northern Ireland. But temperature-wise, 13, 14 degrees, so it is looking mild. As we head through this evening and overnight tonight, we continue to see this band of rain that's marked its way through Wales and southwest England, journeying eastwards. This is a cold front, so behind this, colder air floods in. So overnight tonight, the whole band of rain moves through, clear, cold and much frostier start first thing tomorrow. Tomorrow, though, in contrast, a day of more sunshine, but also some blustery showers.